They do it because it is polite, but sometimes it's not really necessary. And still people give false compliments. What do they try to do? I think they will remember the first page of English. I told you that. That's good. And to write the obvious people try. So first of all, I didn't share 8.2. Never mind. Let's start with the first page of Unit 8. It will take quite a bit of time. Count and uncount now. Number one. Can you count it? Are these usually count or uncount nouns? Right, C or U? Cheese. Cheese is usually uncount. Apple, countable. Food, usually uncountable. It's material food, something that we can eat. So food is an uncountable noun in general. Okay. Biscuit. Please understand what the word food. Food means what? Anything that we eat, anything that we, anything that we can put in our mouth, which can sustain our body, sustain our existence is food. So food is an idea, okay, an abstract noun in a way. Yes, please. And it's a material noun in a way because food, it's uncountable, you see. Um, like you can say apples. Apples are food, no doubt. Okay. But yeah, it is just one of the foods. Okay. So you can count food in a certain situation as well. I told you when you talk about kinds, okay, types. So people can ask, what foods were your favorite when you were a kid? What foods were your, yeah, number five. But I need some food. Everybody needs food to live. Okay, food, uncountable in general. I know this is a little tricky, whether you guys respond to me that way or not, but I know it is tricky because I'm also a second language, I'm not a native speaker of English, so I can appreciate your challenges better than anybody else because for a long time I was very unsure, very confused about these things. And I was fluent in English, and still I had confusions related to these things. So if you guys have confusions, it's only natural. But don't worry. Don't let it, bring your morale down. Don't let it, bring your confidence down. Just food is uncountable. Okay, food is uncountable. It means we will not say certain things. Okay, that's all. Observe, especially with those nouns where you feel a little confusion. Just keep them in mind that you're confused about them. And whenever there is a sentence with that word, think more deeply about that word, how it has been used there. So from now on, whenever you see a sentence with the word food, because I told you food can be confusing, okay? Y- Those nouns which can be both countable and uncountable are confusing, no doubt. So pay attention. Actually, I want you guys to pay attention on all nouns in sentences, whether they have been used as countable or uncountable. And you do not need to go through any specific grammar rules to appreciate, nouns in a sentence, what kind of noun they are, whether they are countable or uncountable. It's easy to understand if you just read more carefully. I'll tell you what I mean when I go to exercise two, okay? Let's do this very quickly. Four biscuit, countable, and five bread, uncountable. Six milk, uncountable. Chip, countable. Tomato, countable. Fruit, uncountable. Fruit is uncountable in English in general. Pasta, uncountable. Banana, countable. Tea, uncountable. Egg, countable. Water, uncountable. Strawberry, countable. Butter, uncountable. Okay. Now, two, a, an, or some. Now, here you can see how you are going to use, observe nouns, whether the nouns are countable or uncountable. Let's see. Complete the sentences with a, an, or some. So, number one, there is blank space food on the table. Now, food on the table. There is a food on the table. Does it make sense? There is a food on the table. Food is, I told you, an idea, something that you eat, okay? Something that sustains you, okay? For example, we can say in a way, um, sunlight is food for plants. I mean, I don't know how technically I'm right, but in a way, yes. Food. There is some food on the table. There is some food on the table. Uncountable noun, some food. It means कुछ खाने की चीजें रखी है, कुछ खाना रखा है. There is some food on the table. Now, what do you think there is on the table? Maybe there are some slices of bread. Maybe there are some apples there. There are some bananas there. Maybe there is a bowl of rice there. Maybe there is a bowl of biryani there. There is some food on the table. Some food. There is some sentences help you best. Okay, there is some food on the table. Table पे कुछ खाना रखा है, कुछ भोजन रखा है. There is some food on the table. This food is uncountable. क्योंकि इसको count नहीं करते. One food, two food, three foods ऐसा नहीं. So this food is uncountable. Let's see if you can appreciate and use the word food in the right way. Come and get it. It. Pronoun. Why pronoun it? Because food is uncountable. Instead of food, if it was bananas, then what would be the sentence, guys? Replace the word food with bananas. Impossible. There are some bananas. There are some bananas on the table. Come and get them. Come and the full bananas. I'm not talking banana paste, banana chip, slices. Bananas are kept. Okay. So there are some bananas on the table. Come and get them. Come and get them, because them is a plural pronoun. It is a singular pronoun. So there is some food on the table. Come and get it. Two, I usually have an apple for breakfast. I usually have an apple for breakfast. Three, can you buy some bread at the shops? Now, it's a request, guys. It's a request. Can you buy some bread at the shops? Yesterday we learned that some is used in positive sentences. Any is used in negative and question sentences. Do you remember? We learned that yesterday, and we also learned this in Unit 4. Some is used in positive sentences. Any is used in negative and question sentences. But here we see some in a question. Can you buy some bread at the shops? Because somebody is requesting you. So when the question is a request or an offer, somebody is making an offer. Would you like some tea? In that situation, we use some in question. If the question is not a question, it is a request or it is an offer. If the question is a request or an offer, then we use some, not any. Not any. Normally, any is used in questions. But if the question is not a genuine question, it is actually an offer, it is a request. In that case, any is not preferable. Some is preferable. Okay. Can you buy some bread at the shops? Number 4. We have a cup of coffee and some biscuit. No, 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 a biscuit. I know you guys would go because you just learned biscuit is a countable noun. You know, biscuit can be counted. Then why would you say some and biscuit? If it is countable, then it should be some biscuits. It should not be some biscuit. Okay. So we have a cup of coffee and a biscuit at 11. So why did you get it wrong? Because you did not do the exercise logically on the basis of what you learned. You wrote what you felt was right. Your feelings decided what you should write, not the logic. What did we learn? Countable and uncountable nouns. Biscuit is a countable noun. If it is a countable noun, then biscuit is singular or plural? Singular. What do we use with singular? A or an. What a big blunder. I am a teacher. No, I'm some teacher. You guys are saying that. Well, it's not that some teacher is not possible in advanced English at advanced level. Some teacher is possible. Oh, Vinay sir is some teacher. It means an appreciative feeling. It is a feeling of appreciation. Then you say, wow, Vinay sir is some teacher. So when you say that, you're actually saying that I'm a good teacher. This sounds funny, doesn't it? But it is how it is. Vinay sir is some teacher. Oh, that was some shot. That was some shot. So now you're appreciating that shot. Okay. So, but that's not what you were thinking. It's just simply, and that's not the meaning here. The meaning is we have a cup of coffee and a biscuit at 11. I don't know if you guys are getting anything I'm saying right now. I'm not very sure. I'm not sure you guys understood anything I said. First of all, biscuit is singular. It is not. Is it singular? Are you sure it is a singular noun? Countable singular? Then natural choice is A or an because it starts with B sound, B sound. So it should be A. So a biscuit. I explained that sometimes some is used with singular countable noun, but at advanced level to suggest something special, something good. That was some shot. That's some explanation. It's a really good explanation. That was some speech. Hmm. So these are all countable singular nouns, but I'm using some with them just to show feeling of appreciation, to show it's a special, different, not an ordinary thing. There are more uses of some. This word some is very, very interesting actually. But why I'm talking about advanced level of English here? I shouldn't. Move on to number 5. There is some cheese in the fridge. And obviously, cheese is uncountable. So we will say some, not a or an. The basic idea is a and is used with singular countable noun. And you know that. A and is used with singular countable noun. Cheese is not singular countable noun. It is singular but not countable. It is singular because it is uncountable. So we cannot say a cheese. We will say there is some cheese in the fridge and a tomato. There is some there is some cheese in the fridge and a tomato. 6. Do you want a drink? Do you want a drink? Tea, coffee? Drink is countable. Is it not? Think. How do we know drink is countable? Well, mostly the meaning of a word will not help you understand whether they are countable or uncountable. Some students try to understand it from the meaning, translation of the word. If you translate drink into Hindi and think about it, then maybe, I'm not sure. I can understand why it is countable. What did you guys think? It was uncountable. That's why you guys use some there, right? आपने ड्रिंक मतलब सोचा क्या ये बताओ. अच्छा, पेय पदार्थ सुना है? पीने की कोई. सो हियर ड्रिंक इज अ वर्ब और अ नाउन. चलिए ये डिसाइड कर लेते हैं. तो चीज है ना, पीने की चीज को ड्रिंक कहते हैं. टी इज अ ड्रिंक, कॉफी इज अ ड्रिंक, wine is a drink, apple juice is a drink. And in all these sentences, if you notice, I'm saying a drink is a drink is a drink. Drink is a countable noun already, proven. That's why I'm using a. But forget that. When you were doing it at home, maybe you couldn't decide. But tell me, tea is a drink, coffee is a drink. तो पीने की चीज, एक चीज, दो चीज, तीन चीजें हो सकती है ना. So from that point of view, it is countable. So do you want a drink? And haven't you said, can I have a drink? Would you like a drink? Okay. So the right word here is a. Do you want a drink? Tea, coffee? Do you want something to drink? Tea, coffee? I'll change the, sentence. Do you want a drink? Do you want something to drink? And in this sentence, drink is a verb. Do you want something to drink? Do you want something to drink? Tea, coffee, water, milk? Okay, guys. Do you want a drink? Tea, coffee? 7 beta. Give me, give me some water, quick. Most Bihar Shift teachers or teachers in towns like Bihar Shift, most teachers who have gained their knowledge only from books and not very standard books. If they had to decide the syllabus, they would put Unit 8 as Unit 1. Remember, you studied A and as the first thing in your English class, maybe. After present simple, present continuous, maybe, or some people just start with these things, A and. This is Unit 8. And we are talking about A and some. And mostly students start with these things. One reason why they never develop an understanding. It's a complicated concept, different from the concept of singular and plural in Hindi. So when you have already got some exposure of English behind you, it makes sense to study this. You can use your observations from your exposure here. Do you want a drink? Tea, coffee? Number 7. Give me some water, quick. What is an uncountable noun? Give me some water, quick. 8. I have some fruit every day. Actually, our basic understanding of uncountable noun starts with the example of water and ends with milk and oil. Basically, in our childhood, we are taught because these things are liquids, we cannot count them, which makes sense. You cannot count water, you cannot count milk. So we think uncountable nouns are always like this, liquid thing. But in English, uncountable nouns are a concept, okay? You cannot have plural of those. That's it. And a food is uncountable, fruit is uncountable in English. Most people who speak Hindi will consider food and fruit countable. हमें हिंदी लैंग्वेज में हम लोग इनको काउंटेबल सोचते हैं, कॉन्सेप्ट आता है, फीलिंग आता है कि इसको कैसे नहीं गिन सकते, फ्रूट को कैसे नहीं गिन सकते, फूड को क्यों नहीं गिन सकते. तो वी फील दैट दे आर काउंटेबल. इसलिए कॉन्सेप्ट ही हिंदी से थोड़ा हटके है, और इसमें उलझना इज ऑल राइट, लेकिन हर एक उलझने पे थोड़ा अपने आप को टाइम दे के डिस्कस करना, व्हाई इट इज रॉन्ग, व्हाई इट इज राइट, इज बेटर. आई हैव सम फ्रूट एवरी डे. आई हैव, अभी सेंटेंस से पता चला फ्रूट क्या है, अनकाउंटेबल है. आई हैव सम फ्रूट एवरी डे, थोड़ा फल खा लेते हैं हम हर दिन. आई हैव सम फ्रूट एवरी डे. अगर यही बोले थोड़ा अमरूद खा लेते हैं हम हर दिन, तो आई ईट सम guavas. आई ईट सम, but I have some fruit every day. Number 9. Do you want an orange or a banana? And 10. You need you need some eggs to make an omelette. You need some eggs to make an omelette. I may have forgotten to share the audio file, but I did share the recording yesterday. And recording has the audio. So if you had really wanted, you could have written the audio script. Anyways, I played the audio file in the class 4 times and it was all on the recording. And the recording is public on YouTube. So you could have played the audio recording and you could have written down the audio script. Okay, now we have two characters here, Sasha and Bill, and we have information about them. And this information in the chart is about their likings and dislikings, things they like doing mainly, things they like doing. There is a difference between I like and I would like. I think you appreciate it. We will talk about would like a bit later. Right now, if I say I like movies, then you know what I mean. Movies make me happy. If I say I like watching TV, then you know watching TV is enjoyable, something I enjoy. I like watching movies. If I say I like staying at home, it is something that makes me happy. So here you're reading about Sasha and Bill. What makes them happy, right? Weekend interests, holidays, holiday activities. Now, you can see the information going to the cinema, going to restaurants, relaxing somewhere hot, swimming and sunbathing, reading books. These are the things Sasha likes doing, and Bill going to the cinema or the theater, going cooking dinner for friends. There is one difference between them. Exploring old cities, that's another difference. Going on long walks and reading books, lots of differences. They are two different people, but they have some similarities too. Okay, look at sentence number 1 and see how we can talk about similarities here. Sasha likes going to the cinema. Sasha likes going to the, उसको सिनेमा जाना अच्छा लगता है. अगले लाइन में बिल को भी अच्छा लगता है बोलने के लिए. बिल बिल को भी अच्छा लगता है. So does Bill. अब ये दिमाग लगाना है कि कैसे हुआ ये, आगे क्या होगा. अगर मैं कहूँ सशा को किताबें पढ़ना अच्छा लगता है, हाउ विल वी से दैट. सशा लाइक्स रीडिंग बुक्स. बिल को भी अच्छा लगता है. एंड सो डज बिल. ये डज मैंने क्यों चुना. सशा लाइक्स, आपका दिमाग चल रहा है, बहुत अच्छा. अभी दूसरा सेंटेंस लिए. सशा इज सशा इज ए जर्नलिस्ट. ओके, बिल की वाइफ भी जर्नलिस्ट है. अब डज नहीं बोल पाएंगे हम लोग, बिकॉज सशा इज ए जर्नलिस्ट सेंटेंस है, और बोलना है बिल की वाइफ भी जर्नलिस्ट है. इसमें डज तो आएगा ही नहीं. सो इज बिल्स वाइफ. सो इज बिल्स वाइफ. सशा इज अ जर्नलिस्ट and so is Bill's wife. I can sing. I wish. I can sing. हाँ, all right. And मेरी वाइफ भी गा सकती है. So can my wife. So can my wife. Okay. तो ये सो वर्ड को यूज करके, इन्वर्शन यूज करके, यहाँ पर हेल्पिंग वर्ब पहले ले आओ और उसके बाद सब्जेक्ट रख दो. आप सिमिलैरिटी बता सकते हैं दो लोगों के बारे में एक ही बात. मैं बहुत खुश था. आई वॉज वेरी हैप्पी. मेरे परिवार के सब लोग खुश थे. एंड सो was I was happy, and so was everybody in my family. इसलिए कुछ होता है, धीरे धीरे जाएगा. कल मैंने चिकन खाया था. रात में फिश खाया था एक्चुअली. कल रात मैंने फिश खाया था. सर हम भी खाए थे फिश रात में, है ना. आई हैड फिश लास्ट नाइट. आई हैड फिश लास्ट नाइट. हम हूँ फिश ही खाए थे सर कल. आई हैड फिश कौन सा टेंस. पास्ट सिंपल. उसमें हेल्पिंग वर्ब क्या होता है. डिड. हैड तो वर्ब था, तुम वर्ब थोड़ी रिपीट कर रही हो, हेल्पिंग वर्ब रिपीट कर रही हो. सो डिड आई. मैंने कहा आई हैड फिश लास्ट नाइट. हम भी खाए. सो डिड आई. बहुत बाद में ज्वाइन कीजिए, सही जवाब दी ना. तो अभी सोच रहे हो ना क्या बोलना चाहिए. तो समझ आ रहा है, दिमाग में आ रहा है जवाब. नहीं आ रहा है. क्योंकि जब हम पढ़ाना शुरू किए, कल भी जो पढ़ाए थे वो कल जाके प्रैक्टिस करी. इसने एक दिन मुझे लिखा ना कि छोड़ देते हैं ये क्लास. इन यहाँ के लोग से मतलब मोटिवेशन नहीं मिल रहा. देखा, इस वजह से मत छोड़िए. लोगों से मोटिवेशन नहीं लेना है आपको. आपको अपने आप से मोटिवेशन लेना है, अपने एम की वजह से मोटिवेशन. व्हाट इफ यू गेट इनटू अनदर सिमिलर क्लास. तो फिर आप कितने क्लासेस हो, यही कहा था ना मैंने आपको. द रीजन इज नॉट गुड. आई एम टोटली ओके विद चेंजिंग योर क्लास. ठीक है. मैं कभी कभी ऐसा बोल देता हूँ चल जाता है, बट स्टूडेंट के दिमाग में ये नहीं आना चाहिए कि मैं इसलिए चेंज करूँ कि क्लास में लड़के जो है मेहनत नहीं कर रहे. बाहर में जब वो मुझे करना है. किसी को भी दूसरे का एक्सक्यूज नहीं बनाना चाहिए कि कोई मेहनत नहीं कर रहा, मत करे. उसकी जिंदगी. उसके पापा के पास पैसे हो सकते हैं, आपके पास नहीं है तो सोचो. तो यू कांट रियली मेक एन एक्सक्यूज अबाउट व्हाट अदर्स आर डूइंग. लेट देम. You need to just understand why something is important to you, and why something you shouldn't give much importance to something. It's up to you. You have to decide. क्या समझ में आता है इससे. अभी कुछ साबित होता है इस बात से. ये चीज एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट मैंने बताया, वो फटाक फटाक उसको कॉपी की, और तुम अभी भी कंफ्यूज फील कर रहे हो. कि तुम से बाद में वो ज्वाइन किए क्लास, उसने कई यूनिट्स मिस भी कर रखे हैं. आके ना, तो टेल मी. तो टेल मी, ऐसा क्यों हुआ. हर एक इंसान के ऑब्जर्व करने की अपनी क्षमता होती है. पॉइंट नंबर वन. एक सबसे पहले उससे कभी कंपैरिजन नहीं होना चाहिए किसी का. भाई अपना अपना सबका होता है, लेकिन sometimes two people can have the same ability to observe and still may not be able to get the same results. Attitude also matters. When we talk about ability to observe and to learn, this can be referred to as aptitude. Very interesting words. Aptitude means ability, and attitude means approach. Both the things matter. If you approach something as an innocent, open-minded person who wants to learn, you learn faster. But when you approach something thinking, oh, I know it, you learn less, because somewhere you tell yourself that you already know it. A few more things, guys. We also studied could, past tense of can in unit 5. So here is my sentence. I could ride a bike when I was just 6 or 7. हम भी चला लेते थे. आपको हम भी बोलना है, ठीक है? कैसे बोलोगे? I could ride a bike when I was just 6 or 7. I'm sorry, talking about bicycle, not a motorbike. I could ride a bike when I was just 6 or 7. हम भी. पहला word, so. दूसरा word, could. Third word, I. That's all. So could I. हम भी. पूरा सेंटेंस को शॉर्ट कर दिया ना. I could ride a bike when I was just 6 or 7. हम भी सर. So could I, sir. तो इसमें 3 वर्ड्स का खेल होता है. सो आ जाता है. उसके बाद सेंटेंस के हिसाब से हेल्पिंग वर्ब. Okay, and then repeat the new subject. Bring the new subject that you're talking. गुस्सा तुमको बहुत आ रहा है सर. हमको भी आ रहा है सर. I'm really angry. बोलो. इन वर्ड्स तो बोलने हैं. एक एक करके बोल लेंगे. मैंने कहा I'm very angry. तो आप क्या बोलोगे? So am I. I'm very worried. So am I. You know, talk of addictions, and there is a very interesting addiction, I think, following the world news, what's going on. Once you develop that interest, it is so difficult not to know what's going on in the world. And when there is no news coming, then you start to feel a little bored. It's like, when you're riding a bike and you love speed, last time you went touched 90, this time you want to cross 90, you want to go higher. This time you want to touch 92, 93. And the next time you want to go even higher. So similarly, I want something exciting, I want to hear something exciting. Um, I heard that Iran perhaps has nuclear weapons now, thanks to Russia. Russia shared nuclear weapons with Iran, according to some, reports. And in some time, Iran will announce that we have nuclear weapons. They will not say we got it from Russia. They will say we have developed them. Okay. And like Pakistan's, nuclear weapons, they came from China. Okay. But they did never said China gave us. Huh? Of course. Why would they? So it is going to be really, really, interesting to say the least. ईरान with a nuclear weapon. तेरा क्या होगा रे इजराइल? मैंने आपके लोगों को मारा ईरान. अब तू मार. Interesting it is gonna be. And the problem is, okay, another time. So, India has nuclear weapons. India has, so does Pakistan. So does, matlab, Pakistan has nuclear weapons too. Okay. I have responsibilities. मैंने झगड़े में बोला अपनी वाइफ को, I have responsibilities. वर्ब नहीं रिपीट करते बच्चे, हेल्पिंग वर्ब रिपीट करते। आई हैव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, अभी कहा इंडिया हैज न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स, तो तुमने कहा सो डज पाकिस्तान, याद करो, बिकॉज इट इज प्रेजेंट सिंपल, राइट। मैंने कहा आई हैव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, तो वाइफ ने कहा सो डू आई, बिकॉज आई हैव प्रेजेंट सिंपल है भाई, है ना, प्रेजेंट सिंपल। आई हैव कौन सा टेंस है, आई हैव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज। इफ somebody asks you कि इसका टेंस डिसाइड करो, आई हैव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, व्हाट विल यू से? इट इज प्रेजेंट सिंपल, बिकॉज आई हैव रिस्पॉन्स। कुछ लोग हैव सुनते के साथ प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट सोच जाते हैं, तो उसको कहते हैं अधूरी जानकारी। ठीक है, वो कभी मदद नहीं करते, वो उल्टा परेशान करते, ना जानो इज ऑल राइट। ओके, आई हैव रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, आई हैव अ कार, आई हैव अ सिस्टर, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट है ये सब, नहीं ना? दीज आर प्रेजेंट सिंपल। नेगेटिव, आई डोंट हैव अ कार, आई डोंट, डू यू हैव, तो हो गया डू हेल्पिंग वर्ब। तो मेरी एक बहन है, मेरी भी है, आई हैव अ सिस्टर, सो डू आई, मेरी भी है। Sasha likes going to the cinema and so does Bill. नंबर 2, अभी कुछ क्लियर हुआ भाई साहब? दीजिए एग्जांपल। इजी एग्जांपल दीजिए, इजी एग्जांपल दीजिए। भी हाँ, कोई बोला था? मैं नाश्ते में सेब खाता हूँ, हम भी खाते हैं सर। आई हैव एप्पल्स फॉर ब्रेकफास्ट, नॉट इन, आई हैव एप्पल्स फॉर ब्रेकफास्ट। दूसरे ने कहा कुछ स्टूडेंट ना वन ऑन वन ट्यूशन से ही सीख पाएंगे, क्योंकि उनको लगता ही नहीं है कि वो अपना दिमाग लगा सकते हैं। जब चार लोगों को बोला जाए तो बात उनके दिमाग में नहीं जाती, जब उनको देख के बोला जाएगा या सिर्फ वो बैठे होंगे तो शायद, क्योंकि मैंने जो बोला उसमें कुछ अजीब तो नहीं था, इजी इजी सेंटेंस दिए, फिर भी वो सरेंडर कर रहे, नहीं हो रहा है। 2, Bill likes going to the theater. Bill likes going to the theater. 3, Sasha likes going to restaurants, but Bill likes. 4, Sasha likes, but Bill likes, but Bill likes, but Bill likes exploring old cities. Sasha likes, but likes, Bill likes going on long walk. 6, now go to the main book. Hmm. What's your question? And what's your point? I don't, you're not articulating your question properly. You're reading a sentence, but you're not telling me what your problem is and what your question is. You need to tell me what your question is. What's your point? Then what do you want to use? Good question. Now the question is clear. Say, मुझे टीवी देखना अच्छा लगता है. And now you're asking me this question. Hmm. Do you still have a doubt? Does that question still exist, that doubt? Or it's gone already? तो कैसे आया था डाउट? क्यों आया था? पता चला कम सोचने की वजह से. मुझे क्रिकेट देखना अच्छा लगता है टीवी पे. लेकिन वहां गोइंग से प्रॉब्लम है. तुम करो तो सही है, हम करे तो कैरेक्टर ढीला. हाँ, वॉचिंग लगा लोगे, प्लेइंग लगा लोगे, लेकिन गोइंग में तुमको गोइंग का ही हो रहा है, गो का ही नहीं हो रहा है. खुद बोल रही है लाइक वॉचिंग टीवी है. और हमने कह दिया गोइंग टू द सिनेमा, तो काहे गोइंग टू द सिनेमा? क्या चला बताओ? हमारी आदत क्या है? सेंटेंसेस में पैटर्न ना देख. कोई लाइन बोल रहे तो बस बोल रहे. वही सिमिलर सेंटेंस कहीं और बोलना पड़ा तो तुम फंस गई. गौर करो. मुझे सिनेमा जाना अच्छा लगता है. आई लाइक. और अभी तुम्हें मुश्किल लगे गोइंग क्यों बोल रहे हैं? जो कि तुम बोलते हो आई लाइक वॉचिंग मूवीज, आई लाइक वॉचिंग टीवी. राइट. अगर तुम्हें बोला मुझे इंग्लिश बोलना अच्छा लगता है, आई लाइक स्पीकिंग इंग्लिश. मजा आता है. मजा आने वाले कोई भी बात. लाइक डूइंग समथिंग, आई लाइक डूइंग समथिंग मतलब इस चीज में मुझे मजा आता है. मुझे लड़कों को इंसल्ट करने में मजा आता है. कैसे बोलेंगे आप? या यू ना. ओके. ओके. तो मुझे अ, अकेल मजा आने वाली बात में. ठीक है, ये मजा आने वाली बात है. क्या है दोस्तों? इसमें आपको मजा आता है. जैसे और किस चीज में मजा आता है? कम ऑन, गिव मी सम ऑफ द थिंग्स यू एंजॉय. बताइए. मजा किसमें आता है? आई लाइक. क्या? वह मित्र से बाहर है. और कोई? क्या करने में मजा आता है आपको? स्पेंडिंग टाइम. हम्म. यस सर. 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 ट्रैवलिंग टू न्यू प्लेसेस. रियली. रियली. व्हाट? ओके. Sumit, you like watching football. And Tawheed likes eating. Tawheed likes eating. Wow. Shabash. Of all the things in the world, when I said कौन सी चीज मजा आता है, this guy says I like eating. Not even mentioning the name of the food. I like eating. ऊपर वाले ने तुम्हें खाने के लिए पैदा किया है इसलिए तुम्हें मजा आता है खाने में. आई लाइक ईटिंग. अरे पर्सनालिटी होती तो भी मान लेते हैं कि ऐसा कोई आदमी है. ठीक है. वाह. तो बोलता है आई लाइक ईटिंग. मैं समझता हूँ भाई, ये क्या बोल रहा है लाइक ईटिंग. कुछ भी. आई लाइक मेकिंग जोक्स. ओके. इस सब ये सब बातें क्या बताती हैं कि इसमें हमें मजा आता है. गॉट इट? आगे कुछ बोलूंगा नहीं क्योंकि फंस जाओगे, तुम लोग की क्षमता नहीं है ज्यादा हैंडल करने की। आई लाइक डूइंग समथिंग, मतलब वो चीज में मुझे, हाँ, लोग अच्छा लगता है बोल करके ना, अपने आप को समझा नहीं पाते अच्छे से। ठीक है, पसंद है बोल करके समझा नहीं पाते, मजा आता है, यही है ना। आई लाइक वॉचिंग टीवी, मतलब क्या हुआ बेटा? मुझे टीवी देखना अच्छा लगता है, मुझे टीवी देखना पसंद है, यानी टीवी देखने में मजा आता है। Exactly. All right. So 8.2, Duncan and Nick. You guys didn't write the audio script. Let's listen to 8.2 and then we will listen to 8.3 as well.
Who's a fussy eater?
Oh, good. We have some tomatoes. I don't like them. Come on.
Who's a fussy eater?
Oh, good. We have some tomatoes.
Oh, good. We have some tomatoes. Who says? Nick. Nick says, oh, good. We have some tomatoes.
Sorry, Nick. I don't like them.
Sorry, Nick. I don't like them. उसको टमाटर पसंद, उसको खाने में मजा नहीं आता। I don't like them.
Come on, Duncan. Tomatoes are good for you.
Come on, Duncan. Tomatoes are good for you. Countable now? अगर वही उसने मिल्क के लिए कहा होता, I don't like milk, तो ये क्या बोलता उसको? Come on, Duncan. Milk is good for you. Milk is healthy for you. Okay? But tomato is a countable noun. So tomatoes are good for you. Tomatoes are healthy for you.
I didn't like them much when I was a child.
I didn't like them much when I was a child. बचपन में अच्छा नहीं लगता था. I didn't like them much when I was a child. हमको भी पसंद नहीं था when I was a child. I didn't like them much. I didn't like them when I was a child.
But I love them now.
But I love them now. But I love them now. Are there any things that you didn't like when you were a child, but you love them now? Give me one or two things that you didn't like when you were a child. Nick didn't like tomatoes when he was a child, but he loves them now. Anything you guys didn't like when you were a child, but you like them now? Hmm? केला. केला का सब्जी, yeah. हम्म. क्या क्या बोला? What did you say, Sami? ऐसा खाली मत बोलो, नहीं तो मीम बन जाएगा. बोलो, I didn't like them. I didn't like brinjals when I was a child. I didn't like when I was a when I was a child. I didn't like brinjals. ये लाइन समझ में आई? रिपीट करो तो. खाली इतना ही था कि बैंगन नहीं अच्छा लगता था, ये बोलना था. यही बोलना था ना, मुझे बचपन में बैंगन नहीं अच्छा लगता. इंग्लिश में बोलो. वेरी गुड. You passed the test. Yeah. But now, but now, लेकिन अब खाते हैं, अच्छा लगता है अब. But I like them now. बहुत अच्छा है. I love them now. अब खाते हो आप बैंगन? बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि बस ठीक ठाक लगता है? But I don't mind them now. I don't mind them. मतलब बहुत पसंद नहीं है लेकिन खा लेते हैं. I don't mind them now. Okay? Don't mind मतलब कोई चीज ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत अच्छा है लेकिन पूरा भी नहीं लगता, खा चल जाता. ठीक है. I didn't like brinjals when I was a child, but I don't mind them now. कोई हो सकता है बोले कि बचपन में हमको ब्रिंजल अच्छा नहीं लगता लेकिन अब तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है. वो तो डिडंट माइंड देम, आई डोंट माइंड देम नहीं बोलेगा, बोलेगा आई लव देम नाउ. क्या बोलेगा? आई डिडंट लाइक ब्रिंजल्स व्हेन आई वाज अ चाइल्ड, बट आई लव देम नाउ. ओके. सो समीर, Didn't like brinjals when he was a child, but he doesn't mind them now. अब मिल जाए तो खा लेता है. He doesn't mind them now. ऐसा नहीं कि क्या brinjal लाओ भाई, brinjal लाओ. He's not like that. He's not a big fan, okay? But he doesn't mind. Okay, other people? Ah, yeah, kids don't like them, bitter gourds. Mind them now. Yeah, bitter gourds. You never really like them a lot. I still don't like them. Hmm. Sometimes इसको इंग्लिश में बोल सकते हैं. When they cook bitter gourds in hostel, and you know hostel rules, you have no choice. You have to eat. Yeah. You throw it in the waste bin and nobody notices. Okay, then again, I know what you mean. But if I were running a hostel, I would check the waste bin. Who has thrown what? I would keep a watch. I would keep a watch. I would keep a watch on people's plates. When I'm looking after children, I know children's attitude. It is very common. Children throw away the food they don't like. The seeds nobody eats. Okay. I mean, seeds are not eatable. Come on, don't torture yourself. If anybody eats the seeds, if you like them, that's all right. But otherwise, nobody can eat the seeds. They are really bitter, man. I actually don't mind. I actually like bitter gourds now. The way they fry bitter gourds in my family, in my house, they use karela bitter gourds with some potato and some onion. So the bitterness of the karela is, kind of mitigated by these two sweet things, onion and potato. And it tastes good actually. I like dal roti and karela ki bhujia for my breakfast. I often have this. And I actually like it. Anybody else? What did you not eat when you were a child, but you eat those things now? Anything? Nothing. Nick didn't like tomatoes when he was a child, but he loves them now.
I didn't like a lot of things when I was a kid.
I didn't like a lot of things when I was a kid. Who is saying this? Duncan. I didn't like a lot of things when I was a kid. Repeat. And that's why Nick says, "Oh, you are a fussy eater.
Ah, you were a fussy eater.
You were a fussy eater.
What didn't you like?
What didn't you like? What? अगर समझना है तो बताना है. These are basic sentences, okay? Very simple. Subject, verb, subject, verb. What didn't you like? What didn't you like? ऐसा सेंटेंस समझने के लिए कोई स्पेशल टैलेंट नहीं होना चाहिए दिमाग में या पर्सनैलिटी में. कोई स्पेशल इंटेलिजेंस नहीं चाहिए. What didn't you like? क्या पसंद नहीं आता था? नहीं, देखो कर दिया. मैंने कहा भी कि इसमें कुछ नहीं चाहिए, लेकिन कर दिया कचरा. What didn't you like? क्या पसंद नहीं है? देखो, did है होता है भाई, लेकिन तुम तो सोई हुई हो अभी. What didn't you like? क्या अच्छा नहीं लगता था तुमको?
I didn't like any green vegetables.
I didn't like any green vegetables. Green vegetables तो कोई भी नहीं. I didn't like any green vegetables. Any plus plural. Green vegetables. Any plus plural now.
Did you like any vegetables at all?
अच्छा ठीक है. You didn't like green vegetables. Did you like any vegetables at all? तुम्हें हरी सब्जियां नहीं पसंद थी? कोई सब्जी तो पसंद होगा. All vegetables are not green, right? So did you like any vegetables at all? ये फ्लो फ्लो सीखना पड़ता है इसमें। एट ऑल फ्रेज पहले से जानते हैं, अब फ्लो देखें। A girl who is very, very fussy, her papa and mummy are totally annoyed with her that हमको ये चीज पसंद नहीं, हमको वो ऐसा लड़का पसंद नहीं, हमको ये वाला लड़का पसंद नहीं। शादी उम्र हो गई, 26-27 हो गई, ठीक है, हमको ये लड़का पसंद नहीं, हम तेरा कोई और लड़का पसंद हो। दिस इज द फ्रस्ट्रेशन सेंटेंस फ्रॉम मम्मी और पापा। डू यू लाइक एनी बॉयज एट ऑल? क्या देखो, डू यू लाइक एनी बॉयज मतलब कोई और लड़का। अरे हमको जॉब वाला, हमको बिजनेस वाला लड़का पसंद नहीं, हमको फलना लड़का पसंद। अरे तुमको ये नहीं पसंद, तुमको नहीं पसंद, तो कोई और लड़का पसंद है, कैसे बोलेंगे? तुम लोग का टोन मैच नहीं कर रहा मेरा टोन से, ट्रांसलेट कर रहे हो बॉडी का सर, इमोशंस का नहीं। मेरे टोन से मैच भी नहीं कर पाए तुम, जो कि तुम भी मेरे ही मदर टंग बोलते हो, फिर भी नहीं करा पाए। बहुत बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग है ये। तुम लोग एकदम क्षमता अपनी जो है ना इतनी सी, क्योंकि तुमने वर्ड्स ट्रांसलेट कर दिए, बट यू आर नॉट सेइंग द वे इट शुड बी सेड। कैसे मम्मी बोलेगी फ्रस्ट्रेट होकर के? क्योंकि फ्रस्ट्रेशन की वजह से तो एट ऑल लाई है वो, और तुम फ्रस्ट्रेशन नहीं दे रहे हो लेकिन एट ऑल बोल रहे हो। ये तो ऐसे ही हो गया, वो बहुत कुत्ता कमीना है। ये कैसे कोई बोलेगा? साला एक नंबर कुत्ता कमीना, ये बोलना होगा ना हमें। तुम वो बहुत कुत्ता कमीना है, ऐसे कौन बात करेगा? ऐसा कहाँ बोलेंगे आप? तो वही वाला बात हो गया, तुमने उसको इमोशंस को महसूस ही नहीं किया। मैंने कहा, बोल के दिखा हिंदी में। क्या? अरे तुमको कोईयो लड़का पसंद है, ये जो कोईयो हो रहा है इसीलिए एट ऑल आ रहा है, लेकिन तुम्हारे एट ऑल, डू यू लाइक एनी बॉयज एट ऑल, ऐसे कौन बोलेगा फिर? वहां पे फिर एट ऑल की जरूरत ही क्या है, जब इमोशन है ही नहीं इतने स्ट्रांग? तो क्या बोलना था? डू यू लाइक एनी बॉयज एट ऑल?
Only potatoes.
ओनली potatoes। चलो ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स नहीं सही। डू यू लाइक, डिड यू ईट एनी वेजिटेबल्स एट ऑल? डिड यू ईट एनी वेजिटेबल्स एट ऑल? हमको ये वाला नहीं समझ में आया, हमको वो वाला नहीं समझ में आया। तुमको कुछ समझ में आया? एनीथिंग एट ऑल? अच्छा, you didn't understand this point, you didn't understand that point, all right, but did you understand anything at all?
I love chips.
I love potatoes. I ate potatoes. I love chips. Only potatoes. I love chips. Chips are made of.
What about fruit?
What about fruit? हम दोनों ही बोल सकते हैं। Chips are made of potato. Chips are made of potatoes. Chips are made of potato and chips are made of potatoes. क्योंकि दोनों ही सेंस बनाते हैं, right? Countable भी on uncountable. Chips are made of potato. Chips are made of potatoes.
Did you like fruit?
Did you like fruit? Did you like? नहीं, fruits नहीं, fruit. Did you like fruit? Uncountable. Did you like fruit? Vegetables countable plural, but fruit uncountable. Did you like fruit?
I like some fruit.
I like some fruit. बचपन की बात हो रही है तो ऑब्वियसली लाइक ही बोला होगा, ये भले ही सुनाई पड़े चाहे नहीं, बचपन की बात कर रहे हैं ना। I liked some fruit,
But not all.
but not all.
I didn't like bananas.
I didn't like bananas. I didn't like.
I liked fruit juice.
I liked fruit juice.
I drank a lot of apple juice.
I drank a lot of apple juice.
And now you drink beer and wine.
And now you drink beer and wine. खाली फ्लो को अप्रिशिएट करना होता है, लिंक को अप्रिशिएट करना होता है। सेंटेंसेस हर एक सिंपल ही है, सब्जेक्ट वर्ब। एलिमेंट्री में ऐसे ही सेंटेंस आते हैं, इजी। प्रॉब्लम होती है सिर्फ कि तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि तुम एक सेंटेंस से दूसरे सेंटेंस का लिंक नहीं कर पाते, इमेजिनेशन नहीं है तुम्हारे। सेंटेंसेस आर नॉट डिफिकल्ट, द सेंटेंस आर रियली इजी। सुन रहे हो ना? सब्जेक्ट वर्ब। हालांकि तुमने तो डिडंट में भी है लगा रहा था, ऐसा ना क्या करो।
Yeah. And coffee.
And coffee.
But I didn't like coffee or tea when I was a kid.
But I didn't like coffee or tea when I was a kid. लेकिन चाय कॉफी पसंद नहीं था बचपन में। When I was a kid, I didn't like.
So, what were your favourite foods?
So what were your favorite foods? So what were your favorite foods?
I liked ice cream, chocolate, crisps.
I liked ice cream, chocolate, crisps. I like ice cream, chocolate, crisps. These are made of potatoes too.
Biscuits,
Biscuits,
especially chocolate biscuits.
especially chocolate biscuits. Especially chocolate biscuits.
You know, I liked all the usual things kids
I liked all the usual things kids like. वो सब पसंद था जो बच्चा लोग को अच्छा लगता है. I liked all the usual things kids like. हमको वो सब अच्छा लगता है जो आदमी लोग को अच्छा लगता है. I like all the things that men like, men usually like. Okay, except one thing. I don't like being very aggressive. Men's like, I have to, you know, I like winning an argument sometimes, and I like winning in games. But in other places, I don't compete with other men. Men are very competitive. Men are very competitive, too competitive, I think.
like.
All the unhealthy things. उसका दोस्त उसको बोला कि no, don't say you liked all the usual things. You liked all the unhealthy things kids like.
Unhealthy things.
देखा लिंक समझा ना दोनों लाइन आसान है उसने कहा all the usual things kids like ने कहा all the unhealthy things go back and listen.
Ice cream, chocolate, crisps, biscuits, especially chocolate biscuits. You know, I liked all the usual things kids like. All the unhealthy things. I like
He defended himself. अपने आप को defend करता है.
pasta too. Crisps, biscuits, especially chocolate biscuits. You know, I liked all the usual things kids like. All the unhealthy things. I like pasta too.
पास्ता की बात क्यों निकाला यहाँ पे वो बोला ना you liked all the unhealthy things. I like pasta too. दिन भर टीवी देखता है पढ़ते भी हैं ये लाइन का मतलब क्या हुआ तुम आपकी बात गलत है. I like pasta too means I didn't like only unhealthy things. According to this statement, pasta is healthy or unhealthy? According to this man, healthy. है ना उसने defend किया ना. When his friend said you like all the unhealthy things, then he said I like pasta too. It means in his opinion pasta is healthy, and actually pasta is a healthy food. It is. Why? Because pasta is made of wheat flour, high quality wheat flour, Durham wheat. And unfortunately, in Bihar, most of the pasta that you get is made of maida. But good quality pasta is not made of maida. It is made of wheat flour. Maybe they do remove some of the bran, some of the pusa, the choker bran, but I think it's still healthy.
Pasta with tomato sauce.
Pasta with tomato sauce.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I love that. They will याद करने पर food the reaction.
Tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce, but you didn't
But you
like.
don't like tomato.
But you don't like tomatoes. तुमको तो टमाटर पसंद नहीं. Tomato sauce. Oh, come on. Tomato sauce is different.
Tomato sauce is different.
I love this line. Tomato sauce is different. When my daughter was small, you know, give her mangoes. Give her maza. Yeah. And then ask, what, but you don't like mango? Maza is different, Papa. The same. She didn't like yogurt, dahi, but give her lassi, and she would say, yeah, tasty. But you don't like dahi. Lassi is different. So the man says, tomato sauce is different. He doesn't like tomatoes, right? But he likes tomato sauce.
Hey, let's not eat in tonight.
Hey, let's not eat in tonight. Hey, chorna, aaj ghar pe nahi khana. Let's not eat in tonight. Let's not eat in. Eat in. Let's not eat in tonight. Let's eat out tonight. छोड़ना सर छोड़िए ना सर आज नहीं पढ़ाई करेंगे सर छोड़िए ना सर बोलो वो क्या देख रहे हो अभी क्या बोला उसने? Let's not eat in tonight. तुम क्या बोलोगे? Let's not study today. Let's not study today. आज नहीं पढ़ाई करते. Let's not study. अरे आज झगड़ा नहीं करते, आज बर्थडे है इसका यार, आज झगड़ा नहीं। देखो, वहां नॉट, 2 सेंटेंस तक तुम्हारा नॉट रहा, फिर तुम्हारा मन नॉट से भर गया, तुमने नॉट को तलाक दे दिया और दूसरे जगह उससे मिलता जुलता डोंट ले आए। ऐसा क्यों किया? नॉट ने से क्या गलत किया था तुम्हारे साथ? हम लोग पढ़े लेट्स नॉट ईट इन टुनाइट, लेट्स नॉट स्टडी, तीसरे सेंटेंस तक आते आते लेट्स डोंट हो गया। कुछ समझ में आता है इससे? क्या, मैं बताता हूँ इससे क्या हाईलाइट होता है, कि तुम लोग जो प्रैक्टिस कर रहे होते हो तो उस पे वर्ड्स पे वो फोकस नहीं रहता कि मैं कौन सा वर्ड्स बोल रहा हूँ या बोल रही हूँ। तो जरा सा 1 सेकंड का ब्रेक लो, दूसरा वर्ड आ जाता है उसके। फोकस बढ़ाओ। बचपन में लोगों ने कहा फोकस मत मारो, तुम लोगों ने फोकस घटा दिया। अरे मारना और करना अलग होता है। फोकस मारने के लिए मना किया गया था, फोकस करने के लिए नहीं। तुम लोग फोकस करना ही भूल गए।
Let's go out to Romano's.
लेट्स गो आउट टू रोमानो, चलो रोमानो चलते हैं। लेट्स गो आउट टू, चलो चलो रोमानो चलते हैं। लेट्स गो आउट टू रोमानोज।
Romano's. A
रोमानोज,
great idea.
अ ग्रेट आइडिया। बहुत बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया, चलो चलते
It's my
हैं।
favourite Italian restaurant.
इट्स माय फेवरेट इटालियन रेस्टोरेंट। When I was young, I said restaurant. Do you still say restaurant? Restaurant. What do you guys say? Restaurant or restaurant? हाँ, हाँ? It's not rent. कोई रेंट वेंट नहीं देना होता है। कोई रेंट वेंट नहीं लगता वहाँ, खाओ तो पैसा लगता है, रेंट थोड़ी लगता है। क्या रेंट बोलेंगे? रेस्टोरेंट। My daughter tries to say it in a very stylish way, and I make fun of her. Then she said, "That's the pronunciation." She says, "Restaurant." She says, "Restaurant." Okay, and I say, "Restaurant." I make fun of her. Then she said, "That's the right pronunciation. What are you making fun of?" I said, "You're not speaking French. Actually, the word comes from French, and in French it is pronounced restaurant. Okay, और हमारे यहाँ हिंदी में भी रेस्तरां हो गया है, गौर करा जाता है। क्या बोलते हैं? रेस्तरां। सुना है रेस्तरां? ओके, नहीं सुना। अरे कहाँ रहते हो, कौन पत्थर के नीचे रहते हो तुम लोग यहाँ? कोई जंगल में कोई बड़ा सा पत्थर हो, उसके नीचे तुम लोग रहते हो। तुमने रेस्तरां नहीं सुना है? रेस्तरां वर्ड नहीं सुना है तुमने? बचपन से आज तक रेस्तरां नहीं सुना? नो माय गुडनेस। जितना तुम लोगों ने मुझे टॉर्चर किया है, इसका ऊपर वाला जिस पे तुम यकीन करते हो वो बदला लेगा। यू गाइस हैव टॉर्चर्ड मी सो मच। रेस्तरां नहीं पता तुम? ओके, रेस्टोरेंट बोलते रहे हो, रेस्तरां नहीं पता। हम लोग हमेशा बचपन में पढ़ते थे रेस्तरां में खाना खाया, रेस्तरां में खाना खाया, ठीक है, रेस्तरां। ओके, anyways, restaurant, it's a French word and it is pronounced like in French it is pronounced restaurant. Okay, T is silent. There are lots of words like this in French which end with nt and they don't pronounce the t. Okay, if you remember unit 5 or 6, my grandson, his name is Long, but his name is Laurant or Rent, Laurent. Okay, हम लोग उसको लॉरेंट पढ़ेंगे, Laurent. Okay, अब वो कहती है my grandson's name is Long. Long. So French spellings and pronunciation can be very funny. Okay, so this audio file is done. No questions here. I will share this and the next audio file, and your homework is this 8.3 exercise 3, 4, and 5. and the grammar spot. Page number 63, everybody. Page number 63 will be your homework. See ya. Bye-bye.